OpenAI just dropped something massive. They've just launched their own web browser called ChatGPT Atlas, and honestly, it's game-breaking. It literally changes everything about how we interact with the internet. I've spent the last day testing it out thoroughly, and I just need to tell you about it, because this isn't just another browser with an AI plugin. Oh no, this is a complete rethinking of what browsing should be in the dawn of the future that awaits us. ChatGPT Atlas is OpenAI's first ever web browser. They've built it up from the ground up, basing it on ChatGPT as the core experience. The browser launched on the 21st of October, and right now it's only available on Mac OS. Windows, iOS, and Android versions will be coming soon. That said, if you're on Mac, you can download it right now from chatgpt.com/Atlas. At its core, Atlas is built on Chromium. That's the same engine that powers Chrome and Edge, so the most users it will feel familiar. However, the interface is completely different because ChatGPT is literally everywhere. When you open Atlas, what you'll see is a text box, almost exactly like the one you can see now with ChatGPT. But don't be fooled, this isn't just a search bar, it's a conversation starter. In it, you can type a URL and go straight to a website, which is pretty bog standard stuff. But you can also ask questions, including questions of your natural language. If you do this, Atlas will either take you straight to the right page, search through open tabs, pull from your browsing history, or compile information from across the Ask ChatGPT button. It sits on the top right corner of every single web page you visit, and if you click it, a sidebar opens. That sidebar has full context, whatever page you're on, and you don't need to copy and paste content anymore. ChatGPT just knows what you're looking at. You can also pull up ChatGPT in any text field. Writing an email in Gmail, click the ChatGPT icon and ask it to polish your draft. It's fully context aware and always available. This removes so much friction. Personally, I didn't realize how much time I spent copying text into ChatGPT until I didn't have to do it anymore. Now here's the thing where it gets interesting. Atlas has browser memories. This means that ChatGPT will remember what website you visit and what you're doing on them. Let's say you go job hunting, for example. If you're browsing 10 different job postings over a week, ChatGPT can replace you and put up to work to find all the job postings. Or say you're shopping for holiday gifts. You're looking at products across 5 different sites. Later, you can say, "Show me all the gifts I was considering for my brother," and ChatGPT will bring them all back, even if you closed those tabs days ago. That said, you need not to worry, as this is completely optional. Your control is fully in your hands. You can view all your memories and settings, archive them, clear your browsing history, and it deletes all associated memories. There's also a toggle in the address bar to block ChatGPT from seeing specific sites. By default, OpenAI doesn't use your browsing content to train their models, but you can opt for it if you want to do so. I think the privacy controls here are actually pretty solid. You're in control, and they've been transparent about how data is handled. Now, the truly wild part, agent mode. This is available in preview for Plus, Pro, and Business users. Free users don't get this yet. With agent mode, ChatGPT can actually control your browser. It can open tabs, click buttons, fill out forms, complete multi-step tasks for you while you watch. Here's an example OpenAI gave. You're planning a dinner party. You have a recipe. You tell ChatGPT to find a grocery store and add all the ingredients to the cart and order them to your house. It does all of it. You just watch it work. When you ask it to watch it work, when you ask it to do something, it might ask for permissions to start, but you can pause at any time. Take over manually if you want. You are always in control. And OpenAI built in safeguards. This isn't Grok. ChatGPT can't run code in the browser. It can't download files. It can't install extensions. It can't access other apps on your computer, and it pauses before taking actions on sensitive sites, like, for example, banks. I've tasted agent mode on a few simple tasks, and while it isn't perfect as it makes mistakes on complex workflows, when it works, it is genuinely impressive. And ChatGPT is getting improved on rapidly, and with it, so is Atlas. I personally think this is the future, and while it isn't quite there yet, it's heading in the right direction. ChatGPT Atlas is available globally on Mac OS right now. Free, Plus, Pro, and Go users can all download it. Plus costs $20 a month, Pro costs $200 a month, and those tiers unlock agent mode. OpenAI puts real thought into privacy here, and by default, your browsing content isn't used to train models. You can opt in it if you choose so. You can clear your history anytime though, and delete specific pages of your entire history, meaning that you can micromanage what kind of information you'll be getting from Atlas. Incognito mode is still available, of course, which logs you out of ChatGPT temporarily and doesn't save chats or memories. For families, parental control carries over from ChatGPT. Parents can turn off the browser memories and agent mode for their kids. I personally think they've taken privacy seriously here, and more seriously than I personally expected, and that is refreshing, especially since the Grok scandal. That said, Atlas isn't launching into a vacuum. AI browsers are suddenly everywhere. Perplexity launched Comet. Google embedded Gemini into Chrome. Our browser has AI features, and Microsoft Edge has Copilot. Everyone's racing to put AI into browsers, but Atlas has advantages. OpenAI has the most advanced language models, and ChatGPT is already integrated into people's workflows, and they're launching directly to a mass audience. The challenge is Chrome's dominance. 3 billion users, deep integration with Google's services, extensions, familiarity. Atlas supports most Chrome extensions because it's Chromium based, so migration is easier, but inertia is real. Google's stock dropped nearly 5% when Atlas was announced, and that's $150 billion in market value. Investors are nervous, and they should be, because if Atlas succeeds, it threatens Google's advertising empire. I think Atlas has a real shot here, albeit pretty challenging one. It's not gonna overtake Chrome immediately, but it will carve out a significant user base among people who want AI-first browsing. Okay, let me be real with you. Is Atlas perfect? No. Far from it. Agent mode makes mistakes constantly. The Mac-only launch is very limiting, and there are bugs because it just launched. But is it impressive? Absolutely. Is it useful? Genuinely, yes. Does it change how I browse? It's starting to. I think OpenAI has built something special here. They've taken the friction out of using AI while browsing, and no more copying and pasting, and no more tab switching, and no more losing context. The browser memories feature is killer. Being able to reference past browsing without manually saving everything is a huge step in the right direction, and agent mode, even though it's in its very early stage, shows real promise. The privacy controls are also very solid. They've been transparent. They've given us control. That matters a lot to me. And the fact that it's free for basic use means anyone can try it. You don't need to pay $20 a month to see if it works for you. That is smart positioning. I personally am excited where this goes. When it hits Windows and mobile, I think we'll see massive adoption. And albeit Chrome has been dominant for over a decade, Atlas feels like the first real challenge to that dominance. Not because it's incrementally better, but because it's fundamentally different. Honestly, I am hooked for Atlas, and its key features are something that keeps me on about. Stuff like the sidebar on every page, browser memories that remember your context, agent mode that completes tasks for you, and privacy controls that put you in charge. And albeit it's not perfect, it's still genuinely impressive. And I think it represents the future of how we'll interact with the web. If you're on Mac, please, for the love of God, download it. Try it out, see if it fits your workflow. I think you'll be surprised by how useful it is. This is the beginning of something big. The AI browser era just started, and Atlas is leading the charge, just like ChatGPT led its own respective charge a couple of years back. Thanks for watching. If this was helpful, hit the like button and subscribe. Drop a comment telling me what do you think next step for AI browsers will be, and I'll catch you in the next one.